Hello, this is V. Come on in. Got a vitamin for you. Just wanted to share some of the things that I've been going through and thinking about. And it really relates to delayed but not denied. Have you ever had those moments when you have been planning and thinking, those times when you've been getting ready to move forward and you've prayed about it and you've made decisions and you kind of got things in order and boom, things began to change? I recently had that experience where I had planned something really good for myself. It was a great decision. I had great input for the decision and I was ready to move forward. And then, even with prayer, something began to happen. I began to think about the decisions that I was making, and I began to pray more intensely about those decisions. And I began to fast, and I began to seek the Lord even more importantly, as well as all that I want from my life. And so, in doing that, something began to happen a few weeks ago, and the Lord began to change my mind about the decisions that I made. And again, very good decisions, but the Lord said, not now. And so, interestingly enough, I attended a service where the message talked about the restoration of shalom. And honestly, my peace had been disturbed. I was happy with my decision and moving forward, but my peace had been disturbed. And I got my peace back. And when I got my peace back, that's when the Lord began to speak to me. Fasting and praying, winning combinations. They are winning combinations. And so in my fasting time, I began to hear the Lord say, not right now, and to reverse some of those decisions that I had put into action. And so I did. And so now here I am, the decisions that I've made reversed, and I'm still excited and so not worried about the future and trusting God. And then this morning, I turn on the my phone and I see a service where the pastor is preaching about yes, Lord, and about decisions that were being made, but it wasn't the time for it. And so, total confirmation. And so, I find myself even more reflective about the decisions, the reversal of the decisions, and just being grateful that I have the peace of God about all that's going on. And I mean the kind of peace that really does surpass your understanding, because I've been like, how is it that you had planned this major event for your life and now it's not going to happen and you're okay and you're content? Oh my God, if you do not have peace in your life, fast, pray, seek the will of God until the very peace of God envelops you in such a way that it leaves you mind boggled. Because I have literally been mind boggled over the changes in my life in just a relatively short period of time. So I encourage you today, not because we're going into a new year, and that's important. I'm a firm believer of setting goals and executing those goals and writing out the plan. I literally just did that. And then God interrupts your plans. And the scripture that came to mind was a man's heart devised his way, but God orders his steps. Kind of quoting it a little off, but you get the gist. We sit down and we plan, and there's nothing wrong with that. And again, the plan was well thought out, that I had very well executed. I had input from counselors and was moving forward. But God directs our steps. And so I almost felt like Abraham, which is kind of ironic when you think about it. The Lord told him to sacrifice. And then when he moved to do that, God said, nah, I've seen your obedience. So you don't have to sacrifice your only son, because there's a promise in him. And so I didn't get to do the major life-changing event that I was going to do. However, the peace that I have about the process is amazing. And you know what? God isn't finished. He's going to do greater things than I could have done myself. So I'm content and I'm happy because I have the shalom or the peace of God. And if you follow me on Facebook, you will see that word quite a lot. Shalom, shalom, shalom. So have a great day because you can. I do hope this word encouraged you to be decisive about following the will of God and to not let what your desires are cloud out what God's will is for you. It may just be delayed, not denied. Again, have a good one because you can.